Mario time! Woohoo!
subscribe.
And now I'm here. Hold up one second. And there we are. Perfect. Yay, we did it finally. All right, so we got BG in the house. We got Birdman Senpai. Welcome. We got Yvonne. We got Mr. Blastoise. Nintendo Prime. What's going on, guys? Well, welcome Jesus Calderon and Kevin Wallace. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for everything. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. Let's see here. Birdman Senpai has become a member. Welcome, Birdman. Thank you so much for becoming a member. What do I have here for members? Let me see. Hold up. That's not it. No, that's not it. That's not it. I think I have that one.
Happy birthday!
No, that's not it. That's not it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We got that one now. I think, yeah, we got that thank you one. Let's see here. We got a round of applause. Welcome, Birdman Senpai, to the members. And that's what we have. Thank you, Birdman. You are awesome, and thank you for your support here at Nintendo Academy. Yeah, I just wanted to go live, guys, because I wanted to recap all of the rumors this week into one live video. I'm planning on going live every weekend. It's going to be either Friday or Saturday. And we'll do our lives for now, and then later on we can extend it to maybe a little longer. But for now, we'll do some hour-longs, right? All hour-long lives to recap you guys on the latest with Nintendo, all the rumors that we've gotten this week, all of the leaks, because we've have gotten so many leaks this week. Are you guys excited for what Nintendo is going to do? It looks crazy, man. Crazy. Let's see here. You crazy sub. Nate, don't be so hard on yourself. All right, I'll see here. Pito, what's up? And then also we have T. Elijah. T. Elijah Morrison is in the house as well. So yeah, guys, we have a lot of rumors in the house. It's crazy. Not only rumors, but we have leaks. They're everywhere. And let me tell you the difference between a rumor and a leak. A leak is a real thing, okay? A leak is a real thing that is, was leaked by the real company. It's not something somebody said, but it's actual of something real, like a piece of information that was said by somebody who works at a certain place or who has connections with a certain place. It could be an insider, it could be a direct employee, and yeah, those are called leaks. Rumors are what everybody is saying without actual like proof. Okay, so the more credible the source of the rumor, it's still a rumor until Nintendo go ahead and confirms it themselves. But this week, man, we've had so many great rumors and leaks that we've been completely entertained with all of these. And let's start with what was the first rumor? Let's go start with Nintendo Switch, okay? And this is a weird one because, and then we're calling it a rumor because it has to do with the next gen Switch or the next update to the Nintendo Switch lineup, Switch Pro. So yeah, we are already in Switch Pro season talk again, like last year, and we can't really turn away from it that much, just because last year when we were in the same exact season, we did get the Switch OLED. So there was talk about a new hardware coming, and even though it was not the 4K Switch that we were expecting, it was new hardware. We did get new hardware. So for anybody who doesn't like to hear next gen Switch talk or Switch Pro rumors, then we have to actually talk about it, just because last time we did get new hardware. So, I know it wasn't like the Switch Grand Pro, but we did actually get the Switch OLED. The screen size was correct. The actual console itself, the new dock, everything that was said before, except for the 4K resolution display thing, was correct. So this time around, we have other sources, and we have rumors that point to another update to Nintendo Switch, and this could very well be a Nintendo Switch Lite OLED. It doesn't have to be the 4K Switch that we are all expecting. Maybe Nintendo's just saving some time, just leaving that for 2024 or 2025. This could actually be a Switch Lite OLED version. And it all starts with I released a video today, which I got from my buddy Nate at Nintendo Prime, which he also got from another source, but I also stated both sources in the video. But it's very interesting because it was an owner of a store, right? An owner of an electronic gaming store in Japan, who had a meeting at lunch or a dinner with insiders, right? It could be employees, whatever. They were talking. They were having dinner. They were talking, and then they were talking about inside things that they weren't supposed to be talking about. And I'm pretty sure that those insiders, those people, they probably regret talking about these things in front of this store owner, because this store owner then went on a website and started just typing away everything and just chatting his mouth off like crazy. He just spoke about every single thing, man. He said they spoke about this thing that they're not supposed to be talking about. The conversation was very dangerous, blah, 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 blurpity blurp. And that he didn't want to say per se what it was, but that he gets upset when he plays his games on handheld mode. He mentioned Xenoblade because the resolution is low, and that if Nintendo does release this thing they have already, okay, if they do release that his gameplay in handheld mode will be improved, right? This could be a Switch Lite OLED. Maybe he's talking about the Nintendo Switch Lite. If he's playing in handheld mode, I'm not sure if he mentioned anything about playing on dock mode, but if he plays on handheld mode and Nintendo does release this Nintendo Switch version that will make it better for you to play in handheld mode, then it could be the Lite version. Maybe the Lite version is getting an update with a bigger screen and an OLED screen, which would be pretty cool, because Nintendo released the Lite in 2 years after, I think it was 2018, 2 years after the Nintendo Switch, right? So we already have the OLED. Why not get a Nintendo Switch Lite OLED, right? We all want something more. So that's why we're talking about the rumors, because they have a potential to be true. They have a potential to and it's always fun to talk about these things and kind of put your own perspective on it, right? Because there's so many people around YouTube that talk about their own perspective on what Nintendo can do with the next gen console. In my case, I feel like Nintendo should, if they do release a next gen console, it should be an incremental upgrade that is backward compatible with what we have now. That way, you can choose whether you want to upgrade, or you can choose whether you want to stay with your current Switch, right? That way, you're not affected whatsoever. The games you play, the games you buy are not affected whatsoever. This is an incremental upgrade. That way, if you have a Switch already, if you have a Switch Lite, if you just bought an OLED, then you have nothing to worry about, because an incremental upgrade wouldn't affect you that much unless you want to play your games in 4K resolution. But yeah, so we hope that Nintendo is releasing an incremental upgrade, and then you guys want to know what I feel, what I think will happen, which is beneficial for Nintendo Switch OLED Nintendo Switch owners and Nintendo Switch Lite owners, both of you. If you own the Lite version or if you own the regular version, I feel Nintendo, if they do release another console, they're not going to ignore the Lite users. They will not ignore the Lite users. Nintendo will release a Nintendo Switch next update with the update to the Lite as well. They'll release a dual console. This is in my opinion. I feel like they'll do that. Look at PlayStation. They released that PlayStation and then PlayStation lighter version without the disc. Xbox. They released the Xbox Series S and the Series X, a dual console, right? So if Nintendo follows this same pattern, then we already have two consoles. We have the regular Switch and we have the Switch Lite. So if Nintendo follows this same, I'm not sure. I don't think Nintendo will make Lite users wait a year again. They'll probably release two versions of the same console, the docked one and also the Lite version, the Lite Pro. I like how Kevin puts it out, the Lite Pro, the Nintendo Switch Lite Pro and the Nintendo Switch Pro. I'm not sure if they're going to use a Pro. Pro is already played out. They have to come up with better, with a better name than Pro, right? Pito 000 says, good vibes. Yeah, a new Switch Lite, that would be nice. Yes, exactly. We do need a new Switch Lite. We need a new Switch Lite with an OLED screen, better battery life, better screen. Can you imagine? Just a bit bigger. Like I have this one right here, by the way. Oh, by the way, I'm going to turn this Switch right here. This is my daughter's Switch, okay? It's broken. It broke, okay? But you know what's going to happen with this one? I'm going to turn it into a Nintendo Switch Lite OLED version, okay? I already have all the stuff back there, all the pieces, all the stuff, and I'm going to turn this Switch into a Switch Lite OLED version. I already have the white shells and everything that goes with the OLED version. So just stay tuned for that video. I'm working on it now. But can you imagine a Nintendo Switch Lite OLED version? Do you see this right here, right there, right? If Nintendo only kind of expands the screen all the way to the edge here where the glass begins, okay? If they expand the screen to where the glass begins, they make the screen a lot bigger, right? Of course, we get a better speakers to it, better color, maybe that white color that we saw with the Nintendo Switch OLED. That would be crazy awesome. But so far, until we wait, I'm gonna turn this one into a Nintendo Switch Lite OLED so that you guys have an idea of what Nintendo can do. Right now, I already have all the pieces. I'm gonna start making the video pretty soon, and you guys are gonna see and get a first look at an actual homemade Nintendo Switch Lite version. So it's gonna be awesome. This is the one I'm gonna use. My daughter, she broke it. I already got her a new one. So I'm gonna turn this into a Switch Lite OLED, so you guys can take a look and see how a Switch Lite OLED would look. It would look amazing. You guys, you'll see. It's gonna be super awesome. But yeah, we have to talk about all these rumors and things because the last time we did speak about the rumors Switch Pro, a Switch OLED did show up. It did show up. So it wasn't completely out of the question that we were about to get a new hardware, right? We had to talk about it, and the Switch OLED came up. Now we are around the same exact time, right? We're kind of talking now about the new hardware coming, and we're getting sources that are believable sources who are actually stating, yeah, new hardware is coming. I'm not gonna tell you it's a Switch Pro. I'm not gonna tell you it's a Switch Pro Lite. A lot of things, if you take a lot of things that were said, you can kind of come up with your own conclusions and say, wait a minute, this guy is stating that he would love for this device to come out already because it'll help him play games better when he plays on handheld mode, and that makes you think about the Nintendo Switch Lite, right? So hopefully we might get a Nintendo Switch Lite OLED version, which will be super cool, man. Can you imagine the OLED version, like in nice, like with like in a nice white color, like just like the OLED that we have now. That would be beautiful, be awesome. And let's see here, we have Coco, baby. Wait, you're doing what? Orale. How you doing? What's going on? So yeah, so it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I'm turning this Switch Lite. I'm turning it into a light OLED. I'm gonna see if I can get an actual OLED screen because it's the same connector. It is the same connector for the screen. So I'm gonna have to maybe cut a little bit on the top so that I can make the OLED screen fit on this thing here. And because we also have this extra shell on the side, like for example, on this screen, if you see right there, let me see if I can get it closer to the screen. You see how there's more space there. There's more space on the edges, right? Like right this here. There's more space there. I'm gonna have to cut it there and try to find a way how to make that OLED screen fit because it's the same connector. I already opened both the OLEDs and the Switch and everything, and they're all the same connectors. Let's see if it actually works, and now I'll just have to put that screen back on there. But at least it'll look like a Switch OLED Lite, and then you guys can have an idea on how that looks, which is super cool. So yeah, so that's the very first rumor, which has to do with the rumor / leak, depending on who said it. We're talking about insiders, right, who said this, so it's kind of a rumor / leak. We call it a rumor because Nintendo has not confirmed it, themselves yet. But yeah, it's exciting. Another thing that points to this rumor is that Nintendo is also having their meeting with shareholders. I think it's on the 29th, right? On the 29th or the 30th of this month. And Nintendo has never held a Nintendo Direct and a press meeting for their shareholders, okay? So close to each other, so close. So is Nintendo having something revealed in this Nintendo Direct that will be super beneficial to shareholders on the very next day, on the 29th? Yeah. Thank you, Jesus. So yeah, will Nintendo release something on the 29th or announce something on the 29th that will be super beneficial for the shareholders to know the very next day? It's a good question on why Nintendo chose this exact date to do the Nintendo Direct. And again, the Nintendo Direct was leaked by of course people, insiders and people who know stuff, people stuff. But yeah, we are expecting a Nintendo Direct on the 29th of this month. It's going to be super awesome. We are only looking at the calendar. We are only about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days. Let's say 11 days. We're 12 days away from the Nintendo Direct. If it's happening on the 29th, we're 12 days away from the Nintendo Direct, okay? And it's gonna be one of the craziest Nintendo Directs I feel ever because we don't know what to expect, right? Nintendo has already announced a lot of release dates. The only game that we normally typically don't have a release date is Bayonetta, right? Bayonetta 3 doesn't have the release date, and also Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, no release date because it was pushed back, right? And of course, Breath of the Wild is for 2023. So with all of these release dates already announced, but one, this opens up the floor for Nintendo to surprise us with new games, which is what I want to see. And I'm pretty sure that you guys in the chat, hey T Elijah, what's going on? Hey, how is it Arlette? Is that how you say it? Arlette? Hey Lily, welcome Lily. So yeah, it opens the floor for Nintendo to surprise us in this Nintendo Direct. I predict this will not be just any Nintendo Direct. I think this is going to be one of the most talked about Nintendo Directs in Nintendo history. That is my prediction. Okay. Hey, Birdman. So, yes, I predict that this Nintendo Direct will be one of the most exciting Nintendo Directs we have had in a long, long, long time. We're not talking about Animal Crossing either, right? Animal Crossing might get another update. I know that Nintendo said there will be no more free update, but we might get another DLC also for Animal Crossing. Of course, along with other third-party games that might release games. We have Metroid still in the furnace cooking. We need to open that furnace and get some Metroid out. Metroid either Prime Trilogy, Metroid Prime Remake, or whatever Metroid game Nintendo wants to give us, right? We still have that going for us. There is still so much that we don't know about this Nintendo Direct, and I think it gets me excited because I know we already have so many release dates. Obviously, Nintendo will just do like a little recap in the beginning of the Direct, right? Just give us, kind of remind us of all the upcoming games that we're still pending in the Nintendo lineup of games. But there's so much that Nintendo could surprise us with. Okay, we know Donkey Kong is still not to be seen. A brand new Mario game because the last one was 2017. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 5 years. 5 years. Well, it's kind of the same as the Nintendo Direct. It's been 5 years since we got a brand new standalone Mario game, right? You can say that Bowser's Fury was kind of, but it was. I feel like it was more like a quarter of a game, half of a game. That gave us a glimpse of where Nintendo is going in the future. Lily says, I've seen a second trailer about that. I've seen a second trailer about that Slime Rancher 2. Really excited for that. That's awesome. That is super cool. Let's see what Nintendo does in the Nintendo Direct, right? Let's see what Elijah, let's see here. Elijah says new Pokemon 2. So you want a new Pokemon game? Who else? So let me know in the comments, what do you guys want to see in the next Nintendo Direct? Okay, let's see here. Brian C. Hey, Mike. Hope you are having a great evening. Thank you, Brian. I'm having a great evening as well. Hope you are too, buddy. Let me know your comments. I will highlight your comment, your question on the screen, and then I'll answer it for you as well. Let's see here. Coco Baby said Mario Odyssey DLC. Yes. I mean, yeah, perfect. That actually makes sense if Nintendo wants to kind of update Mario without having to release a brand new Mario game, thus extending the life of the game and maybe a few more years until the next gen Switch comes out, right? That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's see here. Blah, 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 blurp. All right. Hi, Joey C. Hello. What's going on? Let me know if you have any questions, because I will highlight your question here on the live. Let's see here. Hey, Brian, having good evening. It's 2 a.m. here, pretty late. Wow, Lily Brock is 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, because you must be tired. Must be tired, and you're up here at the live, so I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Primify, what's up, Primify? If you guys have any questions about the next Nintendo Direct, Elijah says new Pokemon 2. Yeah, so we have the new Pokemon. I'm not gonna say garlic, okay? It's not Pokemon Garlic. I'm not gonna say it. All right, it's not even Scarlet. Is it Scarlet? Yeah, it's Scarlet. Scarlet and not garlic. Okay, that new Pokemon. I've been saying Pokemon Gen 9 from now on, just so I don't say Pokemon Garlic. So yeah, Pokemon Gen 9 is coming up in the next Nintendo Direct. Let's see here. Won't stay extremely long. Yeah, I understand, Lily. I mean, it's pretty late, and I am super grateful for you to being here. Let's see here. Let's see what Kevin Wallace says. Kevin says, hit that like button, guys. It's a great way to stay. So thanks for the video. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you, man. All right. And Brian C says, I really want to see a new IP at the direct will be so hyped. You are 100% on the mark, Brian. That is perfect. I really do want to see a brand new game as well, a completely brand new game. It'll be awesome to see a brand new IP, something that we have never seen before, with good mechanics, something to get us invested, right? But I want to see something with the storyline, and I want to see something like Zelda. Okay, it'll be awesome if Nintendo would just create another masterpiece like Zelda. Nintendo already made a shooter in Splatoon, which I think it was the last IP with with that stuff. But a game like Zelda, a brand new character with a brand new story, something beautiful and majestic, that will be crazy cool. Let's see here. Retro Geek Gaming says, hype for a new Donkey Kong and Metroid Prime 4 launch window, but who knows? Who knows? We might see. I feel like we are going to see something Metroid related in this Nintendo Direct, and we might even see something Donkey Kong related as well, since we technically don't have a Donkey Kong game for the Switch, because I'm guessing it was ported from the Wii U like everything else. But let's see here. I guarantee. ePrimify says, I guarantee there's gonna be is it Ocarina of OOA and OO. Okay, yeah. So that's Zelda, Oracle of Ages, and Oracle of Seasons remake at the Direct. Dude, if you guarantee it, I hope you're 100% right, because I want one. I really want an Ocarina of Ages and Ocarina of Seasons. And let me tell you why. Because I did not play them yet. I have not played them yet. Just like I did not play Link's Awakening before it made to the Switch. I played it on the Switch. I fell in love with that game. Okay, Link's Awakening, I played it on the Switch. It is one of my favorite games, still installed on my Switch, and I can go back to it every time I want. So Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, it's a really cool game, and I hope that Nintendo does really listen to you. T. Elijah Morrison, we want updates. Mario Strikers Battle League, a new character to join. Yeah, man, they still need to update the game so that we can play together. So that we can have leagues and we can actually play together. So far, we're still waiting on updates for that, and yeah, hopefully Nintendo adds more characters as we go on. Right? It'll be awesome. Let's see here. We got. Let's see. This is. I'm gonna call it Lit Long because I can't. Arch Neil. Did I say it? Archie Neil? Okay, Archie Neil. Archie Neil. Did I say it right? Archie Neil. Archie Neil. I don't know if I said it right. I hope I didn't butcher it. Hi, I'm from PH. Is Fire Emblem Three Houses is good. So Three Houses is good. So we're getting Fire Emblem, a new Fire Emblem Warriors pretty soon. So and then there's a leak for Fire Emblem as well. So apparently there is another Fire Emblem game in the works, and we got leaks with screenshots, which is crazy. We have never gotten leaks with screenshots about a upcoming game. So Fire Emblem, we have the Warriors one coming up, and I'm pretty sure we'll see it in the Nintendo Direct. But we also have a brand new Fire Emblem in the works, which is insane, super insane. Jeff Rule said hi. Blue Moon Academy member Blue Moon said hi. Let's see here. How about some Luigi love? He needs another game. He does need another game. Luigi, man, we have to give love to Luigi. You are 100% right. Luigi's Mansion is so awesome. I still have not finished it yet, and this is what I do. I like to take my time with games I love because I don't want it to end. So I'm like taking my time. I still have Luigi's Mansion. I'm like halfway through, but I love games with it that Luigi, where Luigi is the main character. It's super awesome. Peach also needs a game, right? We had Super Princess Peach. Peach also needs a brand new game. Let's see here. Same for the new Mario Kart tracks. Birdman, I guarantee you the new tracks, the Wave 2, will be present in this Nintendo Direct. I actually made a video. I have a video where I laid out all of the tracks and when they will be announced, when all the waves. So let's see here. Rick Stay says, what if somehow Nintendo got Microsoft to let them show off 007 GoldenEye remake? That would be bonkers. Yes. 007 remake, GoldenEye remake, not even the one for Nintendo 64, but the remake, man, that would be crazy. And if Microsoft does do a remake of GoldenEye, I'm guessing that it'll be for the next also Gen Switch, because Microsoft is, when it comes to graphical power and what they're developing, they're doing an amazing job. But a 007 GoldenEye remake will be crazy. That would be amazing. Let's see here. Playing Zelda as Zelda itself looks fun, but making an own character could maybe be fun too. I never played Zelda, so could be wrong too. It actually, that's a very interesting thing, and that's very interesting because we've never had a Zelda game where you create a character. It's normally you can rename the Link character to whatever your name is, right? But you can never make like a character. It'll be cool if we have a brand new game that is kind of like a Zelda type of game, right? Where you make your own character and you follow your own path and you follow your own story, and then hopefully we get a game like that, which I think we actually do need. Let's see here with Joey CJ says, Nintendo Academy, I believe Breath of the Wild 2 will be a magical and majestic. It's all I want. Also, Bayonetta. Yes, I am with you, Joyce. I am 100,000,000% with you. I think that Breath of the Wild 2. Let me go as far as to say that I feel like if Breath of the Wild 2 has the potential to develop a part 3. Okay, when you end Breath of the Wild, yeah, you defeat Ganon. And then it ends, right? It feels like it's all over. Then they release a part 2. Depending on how great this game is, we might even see the first trilogy, right? Did we ever get a trilogy of Zelda like this? Because Breath of the Wild is the game itself, the franchise. This part of Zelda games are just too good for 2 games. And look at how long they're making this map. They're not only, of course, they're using the same engine. They have that same plateau, whatever, the world, but they're also building the skies. There's an underground area. They're expanding the same exact world. Do you think they will be doing all of this work just for one more game? You know, the engine itself, you know, and then they can use the same exact engine to develop another game on top of that in the same exact world. You know, it's like the metaverse of Zelda. It's a big thing they're making, and they're not only going to use it for Breath of the Wild 2. I feel like they're going to use it. They're going to continue to use that same exact engine, same exact world for maybe upcoming games, spin-offs, and a lot more when it comes to the Legend of Zelda. I've been on camera saying and recording saying I never thought that this game could be just a sequel. I think we're gonna have a trilogy, like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. So I feel like it's gonna be a trilogy rather than just one game, because this game is too big. The world they're making is so massive. There's potential for a lot more. Promify said, I want to see. I want them to announce Wind Waker for Switch. I've never played it. When you and I together, I started playing Wind Waker on the GameCube because I wanted to play that game. But I'm like, I want to play it in HD because it's not the same. I'm kind of used to playing it in HD, so I am with you. Let's see here. Kanye76 says, I would love to see the return of the Mario and Luigi series, either a remake or a brand new game. Yes, Yes, and yes, that will be amazing. Can you imagine a remake for the Nintendo Switch of the Mario and Luigi series? That would be awesome. Another game that I want to see is Mario RPG, which is it needs a revival. Mario RPG needs a revival as soon as possible. Let's see here. Any more questions? This here. Pito, you're doing a good job for us. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Have you gotten to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles yet? The game is absolutely amazing. You can see it in every little thing. How much the devs love turtles, dude. Let me tell you, Brian. I played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have it right now on the Switch, ready. Okay, and as I play, this is how I do reviews, guys. When I review a game, I don't like to write a script and be poetic about stuff. I just like to tell you exactly how I feel when I play the game. And to give you a little glimpse of how I feel when I play the game, when I turned that thing on and I heard the Turtles theme, man, that took me back to my childhood. That took me back, literally took me back. When I started playing the very first level, I could go back. I went back in my head to that moment where I played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on an arcade. Yeah, I'm an 80s baby. Okay? And all I have to say about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is that they did it. They did it. If they wanted to replicate that feeling you got when you played Turtles back in the day, they did it. They did it the right way. The voice acting, everything was awesome. Everything was just crazy. And you'll hear more during my review when it's up. But yeah, they did an amazing job. All right, Lat, some things I would like to see in the direct. I would like to see a second wave of Mario Kart, Genshin Impact, more of info on Breath of the Wild, and a Zelda port. Yep, those things. I think you just mentioned the direct right there, because I can guarantee you we're going to see a second wave to Mario Kart. Genshin Impact. I'm pretty sure that Genshin Impact already stated that they're almost ready to bring it to Nintendo Switch. So we might see it now. Breath of the Wild 2. They might announce another direct for Breath of the Wild 2 where we'll see something. But ports, that's something that we might also see Widowmaker and Princess. I was going to say Princess Peach. Twilight Princess. So, yeah, those you might have just stayed the next Nintendo Direct there. All right, let's see here. Agreed. Peach would be a great main character game. Yeah, she already has a Super Princess Peach game. We just have to bring it to now. That's how I play games too. I want to look around and heavily explore everything. I spent hours in Breath of the Wild 2 chasing butterflies and Koroks. That's me. Yeah, I would do that too. I actually played it 3 times. One, I wanted to play it because just to follow the storyline, right? The second time, I really can't tell you why I played it the second time. I just was there. But the very last time, I wanted to do all the shrines. I wanted to find all those little Koroks thingies. I wanted to solve all the puzzles. You know, I wanted to literally get all the weapons. You know, the very first time and the second time, I never had enough money to get the ancient armor. But this time, I'm completely equipped in ancient armor, and I'm just finding, I'm just left and right. Like if I owned the place everywhere, I'm completely just jacked up in armor, and I'm just like unbeatable at that point. But it's super fun. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we got one. Okay, so Lily Brock said would be amazing a game idea. I'm going to bed soon. It's pretty late. All right, Lily, take care. Good night. Have a good rest and see you tomorrow. Crazy Cross says sup. And then let's see here. Nintendo Academy, I have a feeling we're getting a Breath of the Wild trilogy. I don't know. That for sure is just a feeling. Yeah, me too. It's just a feeling for me too. I feel like the world is way too big for it just to be a Breath of the Wild one game thing. It has to be like a trilogy. We better hope. Let's see here. We better hope for next year for Super Mario movie. Oh yeah, Super Mario movie is coming in the spring. They already announced it. Miyamoto told me the other day, hey, Mike, what do you think, man? Should we do the movie this year, next year? I told him, look, you have to think about all the possibilities, Miyamoto. You know, we have to first think, are you gonna finish that? And then I ate whatever he had on his plate. And then I told him, look, you have to think about all the possibilities. Is it a movie you want to release in Christmas so that people can say, oh wait, it's a Christmas movie like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Christmas here, Christmas there. Or do you want this movie to be a blockbuster movie, right? And he goes, Mike, I think you're right. I think you are right. I think it's you know, that's not it. It's that one. But anyway, it's coming in the spring. It's coming in the spring. All right, so Blue Moon, Nintendo Academy. This is Carla Mar. I changed my username. What? Oh, you changed your username? Blue Moon. I'm like, I'm looking at my members, right? Like today, I was looking at my members, and I'm like, wait a minute, where's this Blue Moon? Did I release a? It's like, you know how I release a little. I make like a little welcome flyer for all my members. I'm like, I don't remember making one for Blue Moon, so I was about to make one. So thank you for letting me know, Carla. Let's see here. Wait, was your first console Nintendo console? Isaac Gaming, yes. Wait, was your first console Nintendo console? Yes, my first console was the NES Entertainment. I need some Nintendo Switch Pro specs on your Twitter as a screenshot. What? I send some Nintendo Switch. You sent some Nintendo Switch Pro. Wait, Blue Moon has become a member. What? Weren't you already a member? How did you become a member again? I sent some Nintendo Switch Pro specs on your Twitter as a screenshot. Nintendo Switch Pro specs? I gotta go take a look at that, and if I see they're good, I'm gonna go make a video on your tweet. I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night, Lily. Good night. Thank you for coming by. She's here. I'll give it a let's see what Joshi said. I'll give it a rest on Zelda talk. I can go for hours. Hey, I can talk about Zelda for hours as well. There's no such thing as too much talk for Zelda. And Rick says, I mean, you kind of don't want to go against Avatar. That is true. There's an Avatar this year. That is true. Avatar. I love Avatar, and that's one of the movies I've been expecting the most for a long, long time. And Mario, yeah, doesn't want to go against Avatar. Already a game that, not a game, but a movie that people has been expecting such a long time. That could be it, right? That could be it. I mean, I know I spoke to Miyamoto, and he said some things, but maybe he just said, wait, Avatar. Okay, never mind. Spring it is. You know, Breath of the Wild is also coming in the spring, so we might even get another Mario game in the spring as well. Let's see here. Blue Moon celebrates 6 months of membership. Blue Moon or Carla. Thank you, Carla, for being a member of our channel for 6 months. This is for you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Is that not really a birthday? It's more like
Happy birthday.
a month. I have to find another one.
Happy birthday.
I gotta find another one. Let's see here. T. Elijah Morrison says, hey, what about Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope? Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope is coming soon. It's coming. And I got 15 minutes left on the live because I have to go record. I'm going to go record with Nate on episode. And then, you guys can take that episode live next week. Let's see here. I just added one letter name. My last name is Isaac Gaming. Okay. I see. Yeah, you added the P on it. Cool. So yeah, there we have it. Let's see here. we're expecting a Nintendo Direct on the 29th. Okay. Breath of the Wild hopefully is going to be there. Zelda ports are probably going to be there. Mario has to be there. Okay. Metroid is probably going to be there. We're going to get a recap of all the things that Nintendo has already announced but yet to release. And Bayonetta 3 will get a release date. Let me see what else we have expecting. Donkey Kong, Mario, Metroid, Zelda ports. What else? Did I miss anything? Hopefully we might get a console update, console update, maybe the Nintendo Switch Lite. And by the way, if you guys weren't here at the beginning of the stream, you see this right here? I'm going to turn this Switch Lite into a Switch Lite OLED. This Switch Lite belongs to my daughter. She broke it. And I have already bought all the pieces I need to turn this into a Switch Lite OLED. So if you don't have notifications turned on for that video, I'm showing it to you right now. Look at it. This is a Switch Lite, not the Switch Lite. And I've already bought all of the pieces to turn this into a Nintendo Switch Lite OLED. You know why? Because there's a possibility that Nintendo is going to release a Nintendo Switch Lite OLED. Okay, maybe we might not get a Switch Pro or whatever, and maybe this Nintendo's going to update the Lite version because Lite users need love too, right? So I'm going to go ahead and turn this one right here into a Nintendo Switch Lite OLED just to give you guys a little glimpse of what it could look like. It's going to be super awesome, super cool, and I cannot wait to show you guys. Let's see here. Doggy has a question. What Nintendo IP would you like to see revived on Switch? Mario RPG. Mario RPG. I would like to see Mario RPG be revived on the Nintendo Switch. Mario RPG and Mario plus Rabbids, they're very similar, and when it comes to character placement. One of them is strategy, and the other one is RPG, like turn based. And I would like to see a Mario RPG revival for the Switch. Okay, that's one that I want to see, a Mario RPG. Okay, let's see here. Kirby's Air Ride is also a good one. Let's see here. Mario RPG from SNES was awesome. Yes, it was. It truly was. And Nintendo has to make another one very soon because we need to get another Mario RPG on our current Switch. So guys, this was awesome. This was a great Q&A. I will probably be live back here tomorrow. Okay. If you guys want to see gameplay of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tomorrow, and if you want to play also, I want to make sure to see if we can actually play together. If you have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if not, then we'll play a game that we all have, like Mario Kart or any game that we can all play together. Okay, so we'll play together tomorrow. All right. So thank you guys for coming by. Don't forget, I'm turning this Switch Lite into a Switch Lite OLED. You don't want to forget that video. I'm gonna upload it pretty soon once I get started in converting this into a Switch Lite OLED, the very Switch Lite OLED, the very first one you will ever see. Okay. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. This is cool to be here live with you guys. This is my little outro video music here, and then my sound effects here with the clapping and the clap, and then like my sitcom, like this one, like that. So how about that airline food? Oh no, he didn't. It works. It works. It works. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming by. And I will see you in the next live. I am Mike Perez with Nintendo Academy. Peace.
Here we go.
Yeah.